Subject-verb agreement common mistakes. Introduction. Hello everyone, welcome back to Grammar with Altaf. In today's video, we are going to learn about a very important part of English grammar, subject-verb agreement. We will talk about what it is, why it matters, and the common mistakes that many people make. By the end of this video, you will feel more confident in making your sentences correct and natural. Let's get started. What is subject-verb agreement? Subject-verb agreement simply means that the subject and the verb in a sentence must match each other in number. If the subject is singular, the verb must also be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb must be plural too. Here's a basic example. She walks to school every day. Singular subject, singular verb. They walk to school every day. Plural subject, plural verb. In simple words, the verb changes depending on whether the subject is one person, thing, or more than one. Why is subject-verb agreement important? Correct subject-verb agreement makes your English sound clear, professional, and correct. Wrong agreement can confuse the listener or reader. For example, incorrect. She walked to school every day. Sounds wrong. Correct. She walks to school every day. Even small mistakes like this can make a big difference in communication, especially in formal settings like exams, jobs, or professional writing. Common mistakes in subject-verb agreement. Now, let's move on to some of the most common mistakes students make and how to fix them. 1. Getting confused by words between subject and verb. Sometimes other words come between the subject and verb, and they can confuse you. But remember, the verb must match the main subject, not the words in between. Example, the bouquet of flowers is beautiful. The subject is bouquet, not flowers. Mistake. The bouquet of flowers are beautiful. Wrong. Bouquet is singular. 2. Mistaking collective nouns. Collective nouns like team, group, class, family, etc. are singular even though they represent many members. Example, the team is winning. Mistake. The team are winning. Wrong unless you are using British English style, but in American English, we treat collective nouns as singular. 3. Being tricked by indefinite pronouns. Words like everyone, someone, each, every, anybody, nobody, etc. are singular, and they need singular verbs. Example, everyone wants to succeed. Mistake. Everyone want to succeed. Wrong. Always treat these words as singular. 4. Trouble with compound subjects. When two subjects are joined by and, they usually take a plural verb. Example, Sarah and Allie are friends. But when two subjects are joined by or nor, the verb agrees with the subject closer to it. Example, neither the teacher nor the students are happy. Neither the students nor the teacher is happy. Notice how the verb changes depending on the subject nearer to it. 5. Ignoring special cases with there and here. When a sentence starts with there or here, the subject comes after the verb. You still need to make the verb agree with the real subject. Example, there is a problem. There are many problems. Be careful to spot the real subject. 6. Titles of books, movies, and organizations. Titles, even if they sound plural, are treated as singular. Example, The Chronicles of Narnia is a popular book series. Mistake. The Chronicles of Narnia are a popular book series. Wrong. Remember, titles are seen as one complete thing. 7. Using distances, time, and amounts. Distances, time periods, and sums of money are usually treated as singular. Example, 5 miles is a long walk. $10 is not enough. Even though the numbers are plural, we talk about the total amount as one thing. 8. Problems with plural-looking words. Some words look plural but are actually singular. For example, news, mathematics, physics. Example, the news is shocking. Mathematics is interesting. Mistake. The news are shocking. Wrong. These subjects may end with S, but they act as singular nouns. How to avoid mistakes in subject-verb agreement. Here are some simple tips you can follow. Always find the real subject of the sentence first. Ignore any extra words that come between the subject and the verb. Remember that some words look plural but are singular. If you are not sure whether a noun is singular or plural, check a good dictionary. Practice. The more you practice spotting the subject and matching it with the correct verb, the easier it becomes. Quick practice examples. Let's quickly practice. Choose the correct form of the verb. Each of the students were responsible. Correct was my friends and my brother are coming. Correct. Are the news is good today. Correct is neither the boy nor the girls have arrived. Correct have here are the books you ordered. Correct are practicing a few examples like this every day will improve your understanding quickly. Conclusion. Today, we learned about subject-verb agreement, what it is, why it is important, and the common mistakes people often make. We also saw simple tips and examples to avoid those mistakes. Remember, mastering subject-verb agreement will help you speak and write English more correctly and confidently. If you found this lesson helpful, make sure to subscribe to Grammar with Altaf for more easy grammar lessons. Keep practicing, and soon you will see a big improvement in your English skills. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.